Hey guys, what is going on? So it looks like we know who the Giants offensive coordinator is going to be. According to Rappaport, it looks that the Giants are going to hire Chiefs quarterbacks coach and passing game coordinator Mike Kafka. I keep wanting to say Kafka. I don't know if it's Kafka or Kafka. I think it's Kafka. But I remember in high school we read this book by this guy whose last name was Kafka called The Metamorphosis. And it was about this dude who just turned into a bug. And now that's just ingrained in my head. At least I think it was about a dude turning into a bug. My reading comprehension was terrible in high school, but it's pretty crazy books. Now I just think about a dude turning into a bug when I hear Mike Kafka's name. But yes, Mike Kafka, he is the Chiefs passing game coordinator and quarterbacks coach. He had that role since 2020, and then from 2018 to 2019, he was just the Chiefs quarterback coach without, the passing game coordinator title. To be totally honest with you guys, Pep Hamilton was my first choice for Giants offensive coordinator. That is who I wanted as the Giants offensive coordinator. He was the Chargers quarterbacks coach in Justin Herbert's rookie season. So 2 seasons ago, he was the Chargers quarterbacks coach. And we saw the season Justin Herbert had. We saw how well Herbert played. And Pep Hamilton played a large part in that as their quarterbacks coach. He really, really helped, develop rookie Justin Herbert. And then last season, Pep Hamilton, he was the quarterbacks coach and the passing game coordinator for the Houston Texans. And look at Davis Mills. Look how Davis Mills played last season. I know the Texans' record wasn't that great. But what they were able to do on offense with the talent on that roster, when they were supposed to be, one of the worst, if not the worst teams in the league coming into the season, I think he really, really did well and exceeded expectations in Texas or in Houston with the Texans. Well, yeah, they're technically in Texas, but I really think he exceeded expectations there. And I think Davis Mills really exceeded expectations too. And Pep Hamilton definitely had to have a large part in that. I know he did. And if you just look at what he has done recently with these rookie quarterbacks, with these young quarterbacks, Justin Herbert, Davis Mills, it shows that he really can help young quarterbacks develop. And that's what the Giants need if it's either with Daniel Jones or with a quarterback they decide to draft this year or next year or whenever they decide to draft a quarterback. He also has experience as an offensive coordinator. He was the offensive coordinator for the Colts in a couple years ago when Luck was there. But I like the Kafka hiring. I will say that I like the Kafka hiring. But what concerns me a little bit is he hasn't been coaching for a long time. He's a former player. He's a former quarterback. But he hasn't been coaching for that long. And we have now a first-time head coach and a first-time offensive coordinator. So that does make me a little bit nervous. I will say that. I like how he was in that Andy Reid coaching tree, right? He learned under Andy Reid. But then you also wonder how much of what was going on that Chiefs offense was because of Andy Reid's play calling and because of Patrick Mahomes, who was the best quarterback in the league. You wonder, okay, how much of that was Kafka? You wonder how much of that was him. I think he'll definitely bring some creativity to this offense because this offense has desperately needed creativity. So I think he'll be able to take some creativity from what we saw the Chiefs do. I think he's definitely, I guess you could say, been inspired by Andy Reid. Speaking of creativity, inspiring. He's been inspired by, okay, no one just knows where my brain went there. I was just thinking creative work, inspired artist. Okay. Sidetrack there, but back on the football focus here. You could say, he's been around those really creative plays that we've seen the Chiefs run, especially in the red zone. So maybe he'll be able to take that and bring it to New York because, like I said, Giants definitely need some creativity on offense. So yeah, he was my second choice for offensive coordinator. It's not like he was my last choice or anything like that. Pep Hamilton was obviously my first choice, like I said. But listen, Kafka, he was my second choice. And yeah, it's a little more risky in my opinion because we don't have a lot of coaching experience or coaching experience at this high level on the offensive side of the ball. Like I said, first-time head coach, first-time offensive coordinator. It does make me a little nervous. I'll say a little nervous. But the thing is this team is rebuilding. They're not going to be a playoff team next season. I'm okay with them going through some growing pains and, the learning curve that's obviously going to happen next season. I'm okay with that. But yeah, hopefully this does work out. Hopefully he is able to bring some creativity to this offense. And I think he'll have a great mentor there in Brian Daboll. So yeah, guys, that is it for this video. Let me know what you think about this hire if you're a Giants fan. I know a lot of Giants fans did want Pep Hamilton. I'm seeing that on Twitter from a lot of my fellow Giants content creators, my friends who are Giants content creators. But yeah, let me know what you think about this hire. And that is it for this video, guys. Peace.